The first time Adam realized he was a favorite, he was 8. His sister Mia had brought home a drawing. His brother Luke, a spelling test. Adam had brought home nothing. Still, his father ruffled his hair and said, "This one's going to run the company one day." For years, that sentence shaped everything. Now, at 34, Adam sat at the long mahogany conference table of coal manufacturing, the family business his parents had spent 4 decades building. Across from him, the estate lawyer arranged 3 thick folders. "I want to be very clear," the lawyer said. "Your parents structured this to avoid confusion." Mia's jaw tightened. Luke's foot tapped under the table. The lawyer opened the first folder. "To Adam Cole majority ownership, 60% of all company shares." Silence dropped into the room like a weight. Mia's fingers dug into her chair. Luke's tapping stopped. The lawyer continued. "To Mia and Luke, 20% each, plus equal portions of external investments." On paper, it was generous. In reality, it confirmed what everyone had always known. Adam was the heir. His throat tightened as his siblings stared at him. Then the lawyer slid a smaller envelope across the table. "And this," he added, "was left for you alone, Adam. Your father's final note." Adam opened it, expecting advice, maybe a blessing. Instead, there were only 8 words written in his father's sharp handwriting. "Do not sign anything they bring you." Adam looked up slowly. Mia was already reaching into her bag. They waited until the lawyer left. The moment the door clicked shut, Mia placed a spiral-bound document on the table. Its cover read, "Cole Family Realignment Agreement." "We drafted this before Dad passed," she said calmly. "He knew it was coming." Luke leaned forward, voice smooth. "It just makes things fair." "Fair?" Adam stared at the word realignment. "How long have you had this?" he asked. "A few months," Mia replied. "We wanted to respect the grieving process before talking business." Respect. Grieving. Words that didn't match how fast the binder appeared. Adam flipped the first page. Clauses. Percentages. Temporary transfer of voting rights. Unified family front. Language that sounded cooperative. Until you read closely. By page 3, it was clear. Adam would keep 60% on paper. But all major decisions required unanimous sibling approval. He would be the owner, without any actual power. "Dad would never sign this," Adam said quietly. Luke's jaw tightened. "Dad hated conflict. This prevents it." Mia smiled thinly. "We spent our whole lives watching you get groomed for this. We just want a safeguard, in case you make impulsive choices." There it was. Not concern. Resentment. "Why didn't you show this to Dad?" Adam asked. Mia hesitated. "We were waiting for the right time." Adam heard his father's voice again. "Do not sign anything they bring you." He closed the binder. "I'll think about it," he said. But he already knew. The campaign began quietly. Employees Adam had known since childhood casually mentioned how divided families ruin companies. His mother called, voice shaking, to remind him how hard it had been to raise 3 kids, and how much he had already been given. Mia sent late-night texts. "We just don't want to be shut out." Luke followed with articles about failed family successions. At first, Adam responded patiently, explained that they already had board seats, equity, influence. Then the pressure escalated. A senior manager resigned without warning, citing leadership uncertainty. Vendors began calling Luke instead of Adam. Mia met privately with the head accountant, without telling him. Control began slipping sideways. Not violently. Quietly. Precisely. One night, Adam stayed late in his father's old office. The smell of leather and coffee lingered. In the bottom drawer, he found another letter. "If you're reading this, I'm gone," his father had written. "You were always the obvious successor. Not because you were my favorite, but because you asked what was best for the company instead of what was best for yourself." Then one final line. "They've been planning around you for years." The next crack came from accounting. "Can you explain these transfers?" Adam asked the CFO, sliding over a printout. Amounts small on their own, large together. Each labeled consulting. Paid to an unfamiliar firm. "Mia and Luke Holdings, LLC." The CFO swallowed. "Your siblings said these were approved. By your father before he got sick. Adam felt the cold spread. He dug deeper. For 3 years, Mia and Luke had quietly funneled profits into their own entity, legally but strategically, weakening the main company, strengthening their fallback. If Adam signed their realignment agreement, he wouldn't just share control. They'd already insulated themselves from risk, while tying his name to every future decision. It wasn't balance. It was a trap. The confrontation took place in the boardroom. Mia and Luke sat together, their lawyers beside them. The realignment agreement waited in front of Adam again, pen perfectly aligned. "This is your chance to prove you're not like Dad," Mia said softly. "To include us," Luke added. "If you don't sign, you're saying you want all the power." The narrative was set. Refuse, selfish. Sign, surrender. Adam rested his fingers on the pen, then spoke. "I saw the accounting," he said. "The LLC." Mia went pale. Luke stiffened. "You built a side structure," Adam continued, "then drafted a contract to bind my hands while protecting yourselves." Silence. Adam slid a different document across the table. "I had my lawyers draft something too." Mia read it. "Stopped. This dissolves our LLC," she said. "Reintegrates profits. Equals salaries." Luke shook his head. "That's not happening." "Then neither is your agreement," Adam replied. "I'm not cutting you out," he said calmly. "But control follows responsibility. And I'm the only one who didn't spend 3 years planning around my own family." Their silence answered everything. The fallout came fast. Then louder. Rumors spread. Adam was unstable. Power hungry. He said nothing. Let the audit speak. The report was brutal. The LLC, the self-approved fees, the conflicts. "What do you want to do?" the auditor asked. "Give them a choice," Adam said. Mia and Luke accepted the buyout, not willingly, because their own paper trail left them no leverage. Months later, Adam stood alone in the factory that had started in a rented garage. Favorite, heir, golden child, labels that once felt like love. Now he understood. Sometimes a favorite isn't the most loved. It's the one most useful to betray. Money doesn't change people. It just gives them room to reveal the plans they've been quietly building for years. So ask yourself, if you suddenly held all the power in your family, who would hand you a pen with a smile? And who would already have the contract waiting? If stories about loyalty, power, and quiet betrayal pull you in, subscribe. The next one might feel uncomfortably familiar,